Oh man. Oh man. Oh, let me get the YouTube link. Let me share it with everybody. See what's going on. Oh, let me click on this. Let me share it with everybody. See what's going on. Hmm. Close that. Close that. I don't know about the women's game yet. We're just going through all the breaking news. Can't as a recruit though on Thursday. Scooney Penn, my lord, haven't heard that name in decades. I'm sitting here going through the Twitter, see what other kind of news is coming up. Crumb's revenge, that is funny. Oh man, y'all. Us or Greensboro. I think it's us, Chris. I actually think it's us because Prairie View, you remember right after our game, Prairie View bailed right on out. George, I am also worried about the Wisconsin game, but I think we have some space between that. I think we have enough space to be able to reschedule. Mm, mm, mm. But I'm definitely not excited about that part of it. What are y'all thoughts on this one? Yeah, people were talking about the people were talking about Prairie View like right away. But yeah, this is going to be a frustrating one. So they're acting like it was Prairie View the whole time. You just get the I just got the email. I guess you could hear it. Um, just got the email from Kenny Klein. U of L pauses men's basketball activities. UNCG game canceled. Um, Hold on. I'll take this off the board really quick. Sorry about that, y'all. Here, let me. I guess I can come on camera. Oh, this sucks. I can't see it. U of L pauses men's basketball activities. UNCG game canceled. The University of Louisville men's basketball team has paused all team-related activities indefinitely due to positive COVID-19 tests and accompanying contact tracing measures among individuals within the program. U of L Vince Tyree, Vice President Director of Athletics, announced on Thursday. As a result, the Cardinals' scheduled Friday, December 4th game against UNC Greensboro has been canceled. A pause in all activities follows a positive test. Subsequent quarantining and contact tracing within the Cardinals' Tier 1 individuals, which consists of student athletes, coaches, team managers, and staff. Geez, that's all Tier 1. The team is adhering to the outlined protocols within the ACC Medical Advisory Group. They're going to change that soon. The positive test result was detected during the team's Thursday COVID testing, which is conducted 3 times per week in accordance to ACC protocols. We are adhering to the ACC and university protocols and will monitor the matter day to day, said Tyree. Louisville has won its first 4 games of the season, playing those 4 at home, KFC Yum Center. In a 7-day period, the Cardinals' next 2 games scheduled December 9th at Wisconsin. That sucks. An ACC Big Ten Challenge, December 16th against NC State in the KFC Yum Center. There's been no determination on how pausing activities will affect future games past the December 4th UNC Greensboro contest. Also, due to issues related to COVID-19, Friday's scheduled 11 a.m. game between Duquesne and Winthrop has been canceled. Kenny Klein, Senior Associate Athletic Director, Sports Information, Louisville Athletics, and blah, 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 blah. Your entire message. Oh, man. Man. Okay, so tell me what y'all guys' thoughts are. Contact tracing, I think, is the 14-day. I don't know if they just changed it. They were talking about changing. Yeah, if we don't reschedule Wisconsin, that would be so. I know what you're saying. Lawrence, 100%. Yeah, George. For what I know, we all living in Spain. But the S is silent. I hear you. The rules are the rules. People sacrifice a lot to even get to this point. We are rolling too. Again, as long as nobody gets, sick. I don't think they'll say who's, what the problem is, but the contact tracing doesn't affect the same. But that's why they do the bench 6 feet and the trackers and stuff. So you won't get your whole team contact traced through the new protocol. So I wouldn't say the whole team has to do a 14-day contact tracing thing, because the rules are like how long you're around somebody. You saw Cal talking about the little sensors, which freaks me out anyway. Sir Goatman. I wasn't even gonna have my evening cocktail either. I was just listening. I was sitting around. I was enjoying my evening. Don't say that. Don't say that, Goatman. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was enjoying my evening. It's probably gonna be one cancellation and one postpone. I think they'll try to get it in. I mean, if ESPN, I mean, that's a big game. I hate to say it, but like ESPN, I think they can find a way to work around that a little bit. As far as scheduling and rescheduling versus cancellation. Louisville versus Wisconsin. It's just not a game you want to lose. I've watched the NFL. Reschedule a million things. Hey, listen, if you're in here for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button when you jump in here. It's free. It just takes a second. 7-day quarantine now. David, I'm thinking with the we're within week, like it'll be 7 days within probably 2 weeks. I'm not sure if they do that now, but again, they have the little sensors now where you can't like be in somebody's space for like an extended period of time. So oh God, listen. I'm gonna go back to the Prairie View game, and I'm gonna go look and see who's sneezing and running their mouth the most, and I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna just find something to be pissed off about. No, Cody. I don't think it was the coach. Oh man, the texts are rolling in. Everybody asking me and my contacts and what's going on. No, I think that was like whoever put that about the coach. I don't think that was the case. And all coaches pulled it like that picture. All coaches pull their mask down to yell or say something. So like posting that picture of him like that, yelling like that's not a fair picture. So I gotta give everybody who's asking me updates on what's going on. So if I mean, geez. I'm also curious to know what the Western Kentucky results was or were. I'm wondering, are there any symptomatic guys? And you got to remember, like, it wasn't that long ago where we had a couple of guys on the team. So are those the guys that don't have to get tested inside the 120-day window, or was it somebody new? You got to think, people. Tier one includes Tier 1 individuals include student athletes, coaches, team managers, and staff. So anybody in Tier 1. Colo, no, Colo, don't name calls. But thank you. We're not listening. Thank you so much, though. Yeah, and I agree, Cole. This sucks. I think if I was a coach, if it was a coach, we would have known. No. I don't think so. Hold on. Yes, Colo. And I appreciate that. People should like the video. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Like, all you got to do is just scroll over to the little thumbs up and just hit the little button. But I will say this, Lawrence. I watched the Winthorpe. Hold on really quick. I watched the Winthorpe game, and we were going to learn a lot. We weren't going to learn a lot from. We got to be nice in here right now. Yeah, everybody's frustrated. Everybody's irritated. Everybody's agitated. You should definitely just like the video, though. The YouTubers, like, especially. You listen. You can like I said, for those who are getting in here, this has made me so depressed, man. Little basketball is fun again, and this happens. Listen, man, I wouldn't get too worked up. I mean, they have the best top medical staff, the most attentive people around. Sam is going to get healthy. He's going to get some time off. He's not going to try to press it. Carleek, who's been playing a lot of minutes. David Johnson, who's been playing a lot of minutes. Those guys have gotten a feel. Those guys have gotten a feel for live action. It's not like Seton Hall, who hadn't got a game in and came off team activities, and then they were just thrown into a game. Louisville has 4 games under their belt. They know what they have to do. They know, how to get, they know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It does suck that we had it rolling, though. It does suck. So, pausing team activities, I don't know what that means as far as individuals. I think so too. I don't know if they can go out in a big field and jog around by themselves. I really don't know what the rules are, but just get ready to get some exercise in, fellas, and get plenty of push-ups and sit-ups and do your back shooting drills on the floor and all that good stuff. Just anything to keep locked in. Watch a lot of film. I'm sure the video department's going to be working really, really hard on that. Hold on, let me make sure I send an invite to Steve just in case. I don't want him to feel left out if he's up and running around. So there's an invite there. And to send that. I remember watching the game like it was yesterday, Alex, right? Yeah, I am kind of doing the Twitter. Okay, so yeah, so what do y'all think? Like, what are you guys' panic level on this one? Again, like, I am just really, really glad that we've got. The Boston College game was awesome. Beef, this absolutely sucks because we just wanted to see the team play. It doesn't. The thing is, it doesn't suck because, like, if there was going to be any game on the schedule, you would want this to happen. It would be this time. You know what I'm saying? Actually, we played Western Kentucky. Today's Thursday. When Thursday? When did we play them? We played Western Kentucky on what day? Tuesday or something? Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. Whatever day it was. I just wish we would have had that test earlier, and got our clock starting, because, like, what are you gonna do? Like, there are certain things, like this, the spread of germs is gonna happen. But it doesn't suck. I just want Louisville basketball. It doesn't suck. I just want Louisville basketball and to see them win. Football, it sucks. On the bright side of these toys. Can't imagine there's any good chance we play Wisconsin now. They'll postpone it. To me, that's too big of a game, because you have to think, now that they've canceled this game, your Louisville's last win was Western Kentucky. We are going to be in the top 20. So you would have a number 4 Wisconsin versus a number 18 Louisville, right? So number 4 versus 18, ESPN, they don't just cancel that and say, don't worry about it. They reschedule those. Yeah, there's a lot of money in that game. Like I said, I did hear the quick test, but listen, all the tests, have been a little, false positives here and false negatives there. So, like, it's like everything else. Nothing's a fail-safe plan. It's just some of these things are going to happen. Again, these are the most attended to athletes and people on the planet. So they're going around with heart monitors, and they're going around with oxygen level monitors, and they got the absolute best treatment. Yeah, well, Duke was ranked and Michigan State was ranked. Like I said, Chris, that's funny you said it. Like, you would almost say cancel everything until that Kentucky game and just let me get that one in. No, I was talking to Steve about that earlier today. Had a pretty see, I don't really know about the other games in the challenge. I didn't pay much attention, just Michigan State, Duke. I don't really know the other matchups, like who's Michigan is playing. But I just do know Louisville has the national buzz going right now. Who's both top 10? You mean Michigan State and Duke? Is that who you're talking about? But yes, it's going to happen. You're gonna have cancellations. I mean, NFL. Listen, people. My boy told me about the protocols in Detroit, and they do everything by the book. They do everything by the book. They have to, like I said, they wear those chips all the time in the facilities. They really do everything by the book, and you still get players like it. Yeah, it's just a real deal super bubble is impractical and impossible. So you have Iowa, UNC, Duke, Illinois. No, Duke already played Michigan State in the Big Ten Challenge, right? Steve probably got Kentucky Verb. Now look, Steve. Instead of Kentucky Bourbon, okay, that was the Champions Classic. I did not know that. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Steve Steve is probably overdosing on Diet Cokes right now. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I am not excited about this at all. I am not excited about this. Yeah, Champions Classic. Okay, okay. I'm okay with that. I want a piece of Wisconsin. Is Wisconsin Nike or Adidas right now? Does anybody know? I might have to bring them up on YouTube, or somebody got to bring them up on YouTube to check it out. Sports is not in both seems pretty crazy. Yeah, I saw. See, I thought they were Adidas. Are they Under Armour? George 502 says Under Armour, 2 Adidas's. I thought they were Adidas. Your point, yes. Yeah. I can't even debate I can't really debate what the right thing is, because like I said, I got people, on both sides suffering, so I can't really tell everybody, how to live their life. Yeah, they are Under Armour. Okay. Well, yeah, they must have been recent. Wisconsin is whatever their friend is. That's funny. I wanted to see my boys. I really wanted to see them. Here's what I was thinking about doing. And I want y'all to tell me what you think about this. I was gonna do a weekly progress report, at least one video a week of the individual teams, like kind of like a stock up, stock down video for our team, and I was gonna do the Kentucky team, just to kind of like a separate video to compare, both of the teams with the progress report of the players to see, like, what I'm saying, leading up to the game. Sean Bush, you say yes. Progress report. Do you want individual players like in the progress report? Let me know what you think. Individual players on the progress report, or if you want like a team breakdown of the progress report. Because I can do either one. Like I know all the players. Sometimes I want to tell everybody like the individual stuff about the Kentucky players and how they compare to our players. You know what I'm saying? Or kind of like do a side by side, slide up or slide down ladder. But I really don't know if people want to enjoy it. Will enjoy that content. I mean, like I said, it's easy, because here's the thing. Depends. Don't need individual every week. Okay. So a team breakdown, stock up, stock down. Fabian, this is horrible. It's horrible, but I will say decent timing. I don't want this happen. Wait, how about a weekly segment catching up with old players and with it? Listen, here's the problem. Here's the problem with the open. The problem is, I don't know how to say. Everybody acts kind of like halfway shy. You know what I'm saying? They kind of hear about me doing the radio, and they kind of say, "Oh, I gotta get my stuff together first." And I'm like, "No, you don't. They just want to hear." And a lot of players they don't think people want to hear from them. And I gotta tell them, man. Like every former player that I talk to, not every former player, but so many of them, when I see them, I'm just like, man, please, everybody would love to hear from you. And they all just like, oh, no, I'm old news. Nobody wants to hear from me. And I'm just like, they want to hear from you. Like everybody, like even if they don't remember you at first, they want to hear the stories. They want to hear the locker room stories. They want to hear your voice. They want to see you. Like I try to do it all the time. Listen, Erasmus, I didn't think, listen, a couple of times when I saw Jalen Withers go out there and forget to take his mask off, I'm like, if you can go out on the court and forget to take your mask off. You remember Gabe? Didn't Gabe leave his on at first? I mean, at some point, if they're comfortable practicing in their mask by now, like I don't know. I worry about them getting burns behind the ears running around in that. I know. I know, sir. Yeah. If you're going to go mask, you might as well go gloves. If you go gloves, you might as well put them in the bubble suit. I know what you're saying, too. Yeah, Sean Bush, like I'm telling you, man, I try to bring the guys on. Man, it took me forever to get Reese on. You know what I'm saying? And that's Reese. Like Reese Gaines. He's like, man, they don't want to hear from me, man. Oh no, man. I try to get Cameron Murray on. He's like, oh no. I mean, everybody. I'm just like anybody I run into, like, hey man, come on, please come on, jump on. Man, nobody wants to hear me. Milt Wagner did play with gloves on. A lot of them wear mouthpieces anyway. Still get popped, but mm, 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 mm. Did somebody like sabotage the Galt House or something? Is that what they did? They just sabotaged the bubble. Did somebody not play by the rules? But whoever, we're gonna find out the details. Again, if you're just getting in here, I don't listen. I don't mind the rivalry part about the I would love to get Sutton in here, but here's the thing, y'all. Like I'm still after watching after watching Jay Davis, they went you remember the scene in Ocean's 11 when they went into the hotel room and was spraying that stuff, and then the dude wiped his face with the towel. Yeah, they probably had somebody just sabotage their whole entire thing. You heard a couple guys that told me, okay, they'd come on and didn't have. Yeah. Like I said, it's not personal beef. At first I was taking it personal. You know, it was hurting my feelings, man. Like I didn't know if they didn't like it was people I had good relationships too. I'm like, damn, you don't like me or something? Like most former players, I'm wondering why they don't want to come on. And I would always say, whenever you want to come on the radio, just like tell me the day you want to come on, and it's yours. And they're like, oh man, I don't know what to say, and I'm just like, I don't. But over time, I realized that it's not personal. They don't know if they're gonna be like embraced the same way or something. So they kind of get freaked out. A Prairie View player broke protocol, like snuck out into the streets or something. Yeah, beef. Like I said, I was in the beginning, man. I thought all the former players hated me for some reason. It took me a while. Simon, he gets on Facebook, but here's the only problem is Simon has been back home so long. His accent is pretty thick. You know what I'm saying? And I know being at home, his accent then probably went back to real thick. It would. I would love to get him on, but I think he came on for a few minutes one time. I think he came on for a few minutes one time, but his accent was real thick or something. For some reason, I'm pretty sure I had him on, or we scheduled. I don't know. I would have to ask Brian. It was funny. I did bring on Larry, and then he stopped coming on because he started working on his own podcast. So I guess he didn't want to burn all his material on the radio shows, but he's doing a good job with it. His Larry O'Bannon's podcast is like something called Players Perspective, maybe Unfiltered or something like that. You should check it out. I think I've seen it on all like Apple, Spotify, iTunes. So he has like a weekly podcast. Actually, who's the most recent guy on his? I don't know. I don't know. Fabian. I was looking forward to watching my cards. Yeah, okay, Beef. Oh, yeah. He got his podcast rolling. What's up with Will? What's Will Scott up to these days? This was awesome when LeBradford called it. Yeah, George. I was so pumped. When LeBradford called in. Milt. That's who it was. Milt. Yeah, Milt was on there. Okay. Yep. That's what I saw. Listen, Fabian. This one's a gut punch, man. I was wanting to see them, but I will say this: UNC Greensboro was not as good as I thought. So it really was just a game. Like, we got some games under our belt. Right. That was that. Listen, when the guys just drop in and calling, I'm always pumped. I think Eric Johnson called it one time just out of nowhere. Tick Rogers. When Tick Rogers hits me up during the show, I'm always pumped. When he shoot me a text during the show, who else? Who else did a pop-up call? We had a couple people do the pop-up calls. We're gonna have to. Yes, Cola. Yes. You're gonna have to deal with it. The football team had to deal with it. It's just our turn. The Galt House. Yeah. Judy. Wait. Judy came on. She's the best. Judy has taken. Oh no, she sat in there. Yeah. Judy like came in there, didn't she? Yeah. That was great. Yeah. Listen, I'm okay. Like, I still like the football when I know they're still playing hard. The 2-10, when they're out there like yelling at the coach and I'm not leaving the field, and it's like that one hurt my heart. But if they're, again, mistakes of omission, mistakes of commission. If Malik, like the Tutu Atwell fumbling that football, I can get mad, but he'll never do that. The only person you really got consistently mad at is Malik. But Malik is just trying, he's doing his best. Listen, I only got mad at Coach Satterfield during the South Carolina rumors. WKU versus Prairie View and Little Rock was already canceled. I should have known. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Chris. Everybody has some kind of idea. You were kind of worried about it. Yeah, Judy was great. That was a great point. This team has a toughness we haven't seen in a few years. If we're being honest, I think they'll be fun. Yeah, that's my point. They got some games in. That toughness is again, and it's not shade. Some people win with skill. Some people win with kill. And like last year was win with skill. Stephen Enoch, Jordan Ward, Ryan McMahon. Their skill sets were unreal. Their skill sets are unreal. But, dude, do you think we're gonna get do you think we're gonna get DeAndre Davis? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I won't say they don't sulk. I won't say the former players sulk, but I'm still gonna compare the reactions because they haven't met like real adversity like the older players. The older players have seen some things. Just heard about the game, William. Yeah, I know. Set in stone. Wait a minute. There was one I wanted to answer. Will the players be come next year? Is it T-Web time? I'm not sure about that. Where it's already canceled. Wait, I missed one. One of you guys. Davis boys. Set in stone. Don't you think? No, I don't think it's set in stone. And I would go. If I was the second Davis kid, listen, it hurts me to say this. He should probably go to Indiana. I mean, he can eat like it's Lawrence. It's an in-state school. Like, and your brother already went to Louisville. Like, you could have a brother, one brother at Louisville and one brother at Indiana. Like I don't fault. Okay, Indiana. There's no real like Indiana Purdue is a rivalry, but it's not. It doesn't have the same kind of history. Like Purdue is Purdue, Indiana is Indiana. So it's not like a Louisville versus Kentucky rivalry with all the other elements to it, right? Indiana is just okay. Indiana's the big time school. Purdue is another big time school. Evansville. They're just the big schools in Indiana, but it's not the same kind of in-state friction. So if you don't have if a kid out of Louisville, Kentucky ends up going to Lexington, it's a different level of friction. It's just different. What am I missing? Sean, you didn't know DeAndre Davis's baby brother is committing on Saturday? Is choosing a school on Saturday? DeAndre Davis has a baby brother at the same school that's 2 inches taller and more skilled than DeAndre. You didn't know that, Sean? Totally different reaction. I just want to say, if Jordan wore was stuff, my bad. See, like sometimes it's occurring. I don't know about that. Jordan is tough. I think we undervalue Jordan a lot. He's tough, but he can be a pouter. I've seen him pout, but these guys are freshmen, so we haven't been around. Like Jordan, we saw Jordan for 3 full years. We got to see these guys for some more time to see if they have, But listen, it's a hell of a start. It's been a hell of a good start. Sean, you didn't know that? Bring Deontay to the Ville. Listen, I won't hate it at all, but it would not surprise me if he went to Indiana. If it came down between, and I don't want to say that some people can be influenced by Indiana influencers, but if Indiana sweetens the deal in some kind of way, yeah. To be fair to him, 3 coaches in 3 years, yeah. Bring him on. Davis plays hard. I know. I mean, I just don't want him being under his brother's shadow. It's tough. It's a tough situation. Man, it's ruined my night. It ruined my night. I was getting work done. I was having a super professional night. I was working on overlays for the channel for the game watch. Think about this, y'all. I was working on overlays for the game watch, making sure I had a click the subscribe button logo and click, and please donate to the channel, the super chat and the super stickers and the cash app, and just please help me build the channel. I was working on all that stuff, and then I look over at my phone and the game has been canceled. No, Bloomington bars don't card like little. That is that's an extra perk. What happened to the last recruit that went to the Hoosiers? What recruit did? Oh, Romeo. Oh yeah, but Romeo was already like ordained. Scooter and Rodney made it work. Let's get it. No, that listen, I got no problem with him coming. I got no problem. Rummage said on the show today, if your boy keeps playing like this, it won't matter because by the time little Davis gets here, DeAndre will be gone. Christian Lander. Okay. What is Christian Lander doing? I haven't seen any of Indiana basketball. Wait, Christian Lander, did he? What is Christian Lander doing? I haven't seen Indiana at all. I know. Like I said, I'm not saying brothers can't work together, but golly, coming out of Indiana, if it's down between Louisville and Indiana, I mean, I wouldn't. Okay, did he play? Did he start? I mean, did he look outmatched? Do y'all remember when Devin wasn't it Devin Askew who got to commit on ESPN or something? Like Cal pulled them strings, let him commit on ESPN. And don't get me wrong, I think he's good. I think he's good. I think he can be talked out of being a good shooter, but I do think he's good. Yeah. So as soon as I heard the game was canceled, this is what I started doing. This is what I was doing with my free time, y'all. After the game got canceled. That's what I did. I went right to my office. I turned on the camera, and this is what I made. COVID cancels card game. Let me see if I can fit right inside of it. Oh, I might be able to make some cool little edits or something. I might be able to do something. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so disappointed. Let me get back into the chats. I watched part. Okay, barely missed on 4 great players. I know the J Scrub. Yeah, your boy. We lost your boy to Kentucky, J Scrub. We lost Christian Lander. What evidence? I know what you're saying. Like, good. Okay, put it this way. He has talent. Thanks for making me clean that up. He's talented. He's fast, athletic. He sees the floor. I just think he's not pulling the trigger. Like you could tell he kind of sees what's going on, but he's not pulling the trigger. And if he does start pulling the trigger, he'll get a lot better real fast. William, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for participating in the channel. And everybody, please hit the likes. If you super chat would be the world to me, but the like would make me smile. So please hit the like button. Jamin Brakefield, I know training going to be better than Jason. Listen, the thing I like about JJ Trainer is, okay, he's a late starter, right? But I know under Boo Brewer, there were some things that Boo was going to put into him, just kind of like psychologically, right? So a late starter, JJ's a late starter to the game, but he's loving it. Okay, usually like JJ Trainer, he's all long and lanky, and everybody's, like sometimes you get too pressured to be a superstar, especially when your dad's a superstar and everybody's asking you this and all this crazy stuff. And he didn't play. But sometimes guys who get a late start and know they're getting a late start and don't care that they're getting a late start, they love it. You know what I'm saying? So him picking up late, he's like a sponge. He's more like a sponge. Other guys with his talent, they already think they know it all by the time they get to college because everybody already told them how good they are. They've been telling JJ Traynor, you're late, you're not your dad, all that good stuff. So he waited, like, for his sanity, he waited to the perfect time to start. Like, he waited till he was ready and he decided he wanted to play. So your attitude is a little more thirsty for knowledge. And then you get a guy like Coach Mack, you listen to everything Coach Mack says and you play hard, like he's a sponge. So you can kind of see that. No, I mean, listen, you're saying head case, but Jason Osborne is my point. When you're that talented, like, no, Jason had people grabbing at him, adults. Jason is a 6'8", 6'9" guard. Adults are like pulling him 10 different ways. Girls are pulling him 10 different ways. And this is back before you knew how to handle all this stuff. Like, Jason Osborne was getting pulled from the time he was 13. He was getting pulled by like adults trying to use him. That's a hard life, man. Like I said, I mean, from the outside, you just say, oh, he's a talented basketball player. He can whirl at his feet. But it's like every single day, like, Jason's one of them guys where your mom and dad and aunts and uncles are fighting over you. Like throwing shade at each other because they want you to love them more. So when you make it to the league, you'll take care of your uncle or your aunt or this person or that person. So imagine going to Thanksgiving dinner. You're a 6'9", 17-year-old. You're the top player in the nation. And everybody in the family is like arguing with each other over you. You know what I'm saying? Women doing, messing with your head all the time, all day long. Like, that's a pressure. You get away to college, like, you just want to get away from the pressure a lot. Like, I know, like, he knows he made mistakes too, but you know what I'm saying? But your coaches putting you under different kind of pressure. You got to get to the league, all that good stuff. Agents. Yeah, it's hard. Like, if you nobody could handle, like, if you handle his situation, it means you made a lucky decision here and there. Like I said, you just can't imagine. You couldn't imagine being a 16, 17-year-old female. Y'all remember in He Got Game? Denzel Washington was getting out of jail talking about, if you go to big state, they're going to let me out on parole. Like, I know that's a movie, but that's like an extreme circumstance. But just, like I said, mom, dad, uncles, cousins, your cousins are fighting over you. You know what I'm saying? This cousin telling you that the other cousin hating on you. You know what I'm saying? So you can like this cousin better. You know what I'm saying? These are my cousins. So now you don't know who now the cousins want to beat each other up to be afraid. It's just, it's madness. You know what I'm saying? It's madness. I just got here. The Joshua Carver, the game got canceled tomorrow. COVID tier 1 per Kenny Klein. I just received, it was about 30 minutes ago, I received the Kenny Klein direct email. Y'all can tell it's Kenny Klein right there. U of L pauses men's activities. UNCG game canceled. University of Louisville men's basketball team has paused all team-related activities indefinitely due to a possible COVID-19 test and accompanied contact tracing measures among individuals within the program. U of L Vice President blah, blah, blah. As a result, the Cardinals scheduled Friday, December 4th game against UNC Greensboro is being canceled. The pause on all activities follows the positive. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. I appreciate the super chats. They, like I said, golly, actually the bill for StreamYard is due tomorrow. I hate paying bills, y'all. I hate paying bills. Oh my God, it just sucks. The pause in activities follows a positive test, subsequent quarantining, contact tracing within the Cardinals. Tier 1 individuals. That's always the important word. Tier 1 individuals, which consists of student athletes, coaches, team managers, and staff. The team is adhering to the outlined protocols within the ACC Medical Advisory Group. A positive test result was detected during team's Thursday COVID-19 testing, which is conducted 3 times per week. We are adhering to the ACC and university protocols and will monitor the matter day to day, said Tyree. Go Cards. Sean, I get it. It's a good information. So we don't know how long. No, we don't know. We don't know how, if this is contact tracing. Is this one positive? Do we just got to see what's going on? Like I said, I don't know the exact, but I will say this, man. You're at the end of the 14-day quarantining stuff. That's not going to last. That isn't going to last much longer at all. I guarantee that. The 14-day, actually, they were talking about the 3-month. If you test positive, appreciate it, William. Appreciate it. I will, man. Golly. Look, at this point, I don't know what I would do without the StreamYard. I hate that I took so long to give you guys this stuff. I will say this: the 14-day contact tracing that's on its last leg. They're already changing the 3-month, and they're gonna like turn it into 6 beefs. Oh man, thank you, man. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna try to keep y'all giving daily, nightly content. Y'all are gonna help me get these progress reports, the team progress reports once a week. Good video quality, because like I said, when you guys support the channel, I have the time and the freedom to really jump on this stuff. And I'm gonna stay on it. Damn, throw one of the end bench players under the bus, right? I know. I know. You want to say mean things when you get frustrated, but I stay away from that. But I am frustrated. The 14-day quarantining is about to go away. I'm telling you, after December 15th, like, watch the protocols are going to expand really, really fast after the 15th. I guarantee it. Like, if you watch the history of every vaccine that's been ever put out, as soon as the vaccines come out, they loosen up all the guidelines, all the stringent things. It was Hulk. Oh God! If you ever need help with the progress reports, let me know. Are you into the editing? Do you? I asked you that though. I don't answer that on the live. I will bring you in for commentary on the. I will bring you in for commentary on the progress reports. I'm going to. I got to write a script, a video script, so I know exactly, kind of like what format I want to follow. Because right now my head's all like, I want to do individuals, I want to do stock up, stock down, I want to do team offense, stock up, stock down, but you can't have too much. So I'm going to streamline these videos to keep everybody on like what I saw per game, what I know about it during the week. Look, my inside, I got a couple inside men up in Lexington. Let me know how the progress is going, like this, the real progress, not the Coach Cal progress. Like, get a guy to let me know who's doing the thing and who isn't. But I can't ever let that be known. My inside guys can't give away my sources. I don't, like I said, tier 1, William. You never tier 1 coaches, players, managers, staff. I mean, listen, I can pretty much say it's probably not the staff. The coaching staff, they stay masked up. They don't even do the little slip down the top. They stay completely masked up. And if one of those coaches got caught sneaking out of the golf house, could you imagine if an assistant coach got caught sneaking out of the golf house and then you had a team outbreak? Oh my goodness, coach would go insane. He would go insane. Bellarmine Duke, I will be watching. What time does that one start? Actually, at 93.9, we'll be doing the radio coverage of that one. Coach Davenport was pumped today. Bickett, Bickett, he might not be wrong. Bickett, I can't say this on YouTube. Bickett, you got ladies. You got ladies, nice ladies around. There's one I really like that works there. It could happen. Bellarmine watch party. Good call. Great call. What time does that game start? 7, you said? 6, 7? Prairie View head coach would not wear it. He was snatching his down. Bellarmine watch party. Yeah, Bickett. I won't say you're wrong. I won't say you're wrong about that. I mean, guys on the road on lockdown are savage. Everything looks different when you've been in isolation. When you're in hotel isolation, the world looks entirely different. To look, I know for young college basketball, man, but I mean, who knows with coaches? Who knows? But my goodness, Bellarmine watch party. You have to do it. You have to do that. Is there any other games? Is there any other games that I need to be locked into? Y'all let me know. Because I think the Bellarmine watch party is a good idea. Is that going to be on the ACC network? I mean, that would make sense, right? Yep, ACC network. I'm extremely disappointed with the announcement of the UNCG game. Gonzaga Baylor Saturday. I am not interested in watching Gonzaga. So I just got confirmed for my Tennessee Titans Detroit Lions game. So I'm pumped about that one. Yeah, I'm not doing Gonzaga Baylor. I'll meet those guys in the tournament. I won't do anything outside of ACC and Bellarmine. I was trying to watch a little bit of West Virginia because I wanted to see if they were suspect or not. But Kent State, Virginia. I mean, you feel like you watch Virginia, you watch it all. I'm gonna watch Virginia. Yes, I will watch Virginia. Yeah, they going into my regular rotation. Gotta go to bed. Yeah, everybody get on that. Listen, I really appreciate the super chats. I appreciate y'all coming into the room and venting to me because I want to know how everybody feels so I can take it to the radio. What is the vibe? I can get the vibe from the people in the chat room. Yeah, I did see they played them tough. Like I said, I'm in that one. I saw that. I did see the North Carolina State, South Carolina scores. I actually might go back to do the replay of that one. That one might get on my I don't know how fast they're gonna post that, but at least if they got a condensed, I'm watching. Yeah, and Chris, like I always have the ladies game. Bad start to the weekend. I agree. I always have the ladies game and some notes and on ready to go. But we sometimes we just get in there, we just get carried away talking about everything else, and I'm gonna make myself stop a little bit, more and give the ladies a little bit more time. But sometimes if Steve hasn't watched it or Brian hasn't watched the ladies, it just ends up being me talking to myself and talking to the people, and I don't want it to sound so dead like that. Yeah, bad start to the weekend. Do you think? I hope so. I hope so. I hope we can push it back a day. If quarantine technically starts on the 3rd, I hope we can push it back a day. And still make it happen. Or a couple of days. Like I said, we had to play Seton Hall coming up again. We got some games under our belt, so I think guys can stay fresh. I wonder what kind of treatment Sam is going to be able to get. I guess, okay, you pause team activities. So does that mean everybody can still do an individual activity? Like, do you get individual, I wonder if they get individual windows where you come in and get your shots up and then they disinfect the place. I don't really know the rules. They were probably vague on the rules on purpose. Yeah, they were probably purposely vague just to make sure guys can get a workout in some kind of way. Like I said, maybe they mask up and run around Cardinal Park or something. I don't know, but I think you got to play Wisconsin though. It's ESPN. That's a lot of money. Louisville, Wisconsin is a lot of money. I think individuals should be good, but I'm not 100%. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. And JJ still he got to eat food. He got to eat food to get bigger. Yep. Hey, I enjoy seeing him get his opportunity. I don't think JJ might have got a shot. I don't know if Jalen Withers is tough enough to deal with that inside or deal with the physicalness of Wisconsin. I don't know. Listen, this is pretty funny. I just clicked over to Twitter. Luke Hancock saying these highlights are disrespectful. This is funny. This is really, 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 really funny. 1996, Boston College, Louisville. I was there on my visit. I was there on my visit. It was awesome. Alex Sanders punching on people. I could imagine Luke having a good time watching this too. Oh God, my God, we shot was so big. Listen, people, when you watch the video, you can see why I came to Louisville. Think about this. Here's the thing. I want to record this for everybody. I don't. Hold on. By the time we have Midland and Sam and Josh back, we will be in ACC. Drake can bang with. Yeah, Drake can. Yeah, he can. But here's the thing. Alex said, "Oh my God, he was the most heavy-handed human being you ever seen in your life." Okay, let me close this. I want y'all to see. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not sharing anything crazy. StreamYard. Okay. I'm going to try this. I'm gonna try this real quick, y'all. I'm just trying to learn my way around the StreamYard, an application window, a Chrome tab. Okay, share. Okay. Can y'all see these highlights? Look at this. Luke tagged me in that and talked about how disrespectful the highlights were. Look at Wheat Stroke. Jesus Christ. Think about it. This was my official visit. Y'all. This is the game I came to watch. Look at this. I was like, that's me right there. That's me. I saw Alvin Sims in the number 5. I was like, that's me. I'm coming to Louisville. This game won me over. Look, I was right behind it. You might be able to see me in that corner of that highlight. That is so funny. Ugh. Luke Hancock said the highlights were so disrespectful. This is funny. Yep. Look at that skip, Pat. Look at that. Oh yeah. When I saw that, I was like, this is where I'm going. I saw that and I knew. I'm like, this is where I'm going. I hope they put some bubble wrap around Carly Jones. Alex Sanders with Weed's my favorite viewer. I know. Weed's a monster. I was 10. I know, William. Man. You see a game on TV and they show Freedom Hall. Tony Williams, yeah, but Tony Williams was as a freshman. Yeah, he was skinny. Yeah, but you know what? He wasn't as skinny as those undershirts made him look. Those undershirts made him look skinnier. And at that he didn't have his baggy gear yet. You could tell they gave Tony the small uniforms because he was a freshman on a team full of seniors. He had smaller stuff, and everybody was wearing the undershirts, and that made him look real skinny. But when I got there, he had filled out a lot. We all like got hardcore in the weight room. Yeah, like I said, I know he was skinny. Like I said, yeah, Smiley always told me Tony was skinny in high school too. But yeah, he wasn't as skinny in college as he looked with the and we had to wear them big active ankles. Like you couldn't listen. You weren't allowed to go on the court without the active ankles. Those things were the worst. Active ankle, them high ankle braces, is playing worse than playing in military boots. And y'all, I used to throw a fit over them active ankles. I'm telling you, I used to throw a fit. Yeah, William, the smell. Everybody knows it. Appreciate it. Everybody, if you're in here, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please, the super chats, the super stickers. It all just goes to keeping the bills, keeping the StreamYard bill paid and stuff. And then the channel's going to get better. The editing's going to get better. So every time you come back, you should see some improvement every time. So you know, if you ever donate to the channel, you can see where it's going. You can see the covers. I gotta pay for the music I use. God, they are just criminals. It costs money. It costs money to bring people to some good content. Tony was a middle school team, played against him in high school. Listen, think about this, Fleetwood Eric. It's hard to make yourself eat all the time. It's hard. Like, people don't understand. Like, okay, as adults, we laugh about how hard it is to go on a diet. But I'm telling you, when you on a weight gain diet, it sounds fun as an adult. But when you 15, 16, 17, and they telling you you got to eat 2 steaks and pancakes and spaghetti. You like, your little stomach is full after a half a steak, and they just sitting this food in front of you and like, yeah, we want you up to 215 pounds. I came in school at 178. They talking about you need to get to 205, 210. I'm just sitting at the table just falling asleep at the table because they won't let you leave because they giving you, because here's the thing, they don't force you to eat, but if you don't eat your food and your weight ain't right, they eyeballing you like you don't really want it, like you're supposed to. But I will say this. It was so funny, the dudes that were on the lose weight list. That was hilarious. They was sad all the time. Everybody in college who had to lose weight, they were just the saddest people on the planet. I was complaining but I could eat I was allowed to eat everything, and I was just picking my favorites. But if you was on a weight loss thing, oh my God, and everybody just made fun of people that was on the weight loss. I mean, you think bullying and shaming is something now? Golly. Oh, it was the best. William, I committed to Tennessee coming out of high school. I committed to Tennessee, but my senior year, I was only 16. So my senior year is when they changed the qualification rules. So after they changed the qualification rules, I wasn't qualified to go to Tennessee. But because I was only 16, I could sit out and just play AAU. So I played AAU in Nashville with some guys out of Pearl Cone. I went to some tournaments with them, and then after I went to the tournaments, my final list was Georgetown, Virginia, North Carolina State, Syracuse. I was thinking about going to Vanderbilt because it was home. So the teams that I really, really just liked, I thought I fit in, it was Louisville, Georgetown, not Georgetown, Kentucky, Georgetown, Syracuse, Vanderbilt, Georgia. I really like Georgia. Tennessee still wanted me back. North Carolina State. I don't know if I named them because here's the thing, William. Here was the thing. North Carolina State, it's crazy when I think about it. I think kind of like cosmically, I was supposed to be there and Grundy was supposed to be here. Because North Carolina State came to Clarksville. They went to the gym. They went to the Fort Campbell gym with me. And we were playing a pickup game. We were playing a pickup game in the Fort Campbell gym. And North Carolina State said, it was like a game of 15, right? And we had scored I scored probably 6 of the first 8 points in the pickup game, right? The North Carolina State coach is a black dude, tall black dude. I can't think of his name right offhand. But he just called a timeout in the middle of a pickup game on Fort Campbell. He called a timeout and he was like, let me holler at you real quick. I think somebody might have been arguing about something. He was a grown man, so they was arguing or something. So when I jogged over there, he's like, let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna finish the game. He was like, nah. He's like, we're gonna go pack up your stuff, and you coming down to North Carolina State with us. Like, we're not leaving. Yeah, they said we're not leaving Clarksville without taking you with us. So I was pumped, you know what I'm saying? And then look, I turned around and I was like, hey, y'all, I got to get out of here. I got to take care of some business with my peoples. They was like, oh, man, baby, come on out of here. So yeah. Craig, the coach, John Thompson was changing the guard to Little Thompson and Craig Esherick Escher came down here a couple of times, came down to Clarksville. But they were coming to like you know how like in the hood leagues, you got those 2:00 in the morning hood leagues where they come in there. Cody, I appreciate it. I'm sharing everything. I'm sharing it all. I'm closer to being able to pay the StreamYard bill. I was in one of them hood night leagues to kind of like keep people off the streets and stuff. So the games would be played at like 12, 1:00 in the morning, you know what I'm saying, to keep, give people something to do. So UVA and who else? UVA and probably like Syracuse. They came to a couple of the night league games against like dudes that's fresh out, you know what I'm saying? Like dudes that's trying to stay clean and all kind of crazy stuff. So that was always a good time. Listen, Virginia, you got to think. Virginia at the time, they had y'all remember Curtis Staples? They used to have these two shooters. But they used to get to shoot all the balls. They just got to run around and shoot. And when I saw them playing, I was like, dude, like, I got to go to Virginia. Actually, here's what's crazy. I was supposed to leave the Derby Classic. I came here to play in the Derby Classic, and I was supposed to leave and get on the plane to fly up to Virginia from Louisville, right? But I talked to like Scooter and I told him, I'm getting ready to go up to Virginia, see what's up, or whatever. He was like, what you want to do that for? You know what I'm saying? He was like, I told you we wanted you here, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of talked to him, talked to my mom a little bit. I was like, I really like it here. And so about an hour later, I called a Virginia coach and I was like, yeah, I'm coming to Louisville. Like, I'm sorry, coach. I appreciate y'all recruiting me, but I'm coming to Louisville. And he was like, just visit the campus. He was like, just come up and visit the campus. Just come up here. Let's get you out of Louisville for a day and clear your head. I was like, yeah, coach, I appreciate everything, but I'm really comfortable here. This is the place I want to go. No, I did not know. You know what? I think that I didn't know about the King of the Bluegrass, but I used to hear, I didn't really know what it was, but I heard all the dudes from Hopkinsville talking about it. Because, Fort Campbell's right on the border. We were up in Hopkinsville playing with, Chris Whitney and Buckner. You remember Buckner, Lamont Barnes, Isaiah Victor, all those guys that was from Hopkinsville. So whenever we go up there, we would kind of hear little, whispers about King of the Bluegrass, but didn't really know exactly what it was. So I had heard the name, but I didn't know like Tennessee, like Clarksville didn't, we didn't go. We would always go to Nashville stuff, for their big, Louisville was like the Nashville. Georgetown. But I was kind of worried about the Georgetown thing too, though. I can't even lie, William. Like, like I said, I was, like I said, that Clarksville border, we're kind of like thinking that East, like I said, East Tennessee. You got to think our basketball world is Memphis, Knoxville, Nashville. But like I said, we kind of like Hopkinsville was kind of like in our bubble a little bit, but Hopkinsville would kind of do the Louisville King of the Bluegrass thing. Like I said, we read the names in the Street Smith and stuff, but we didn't know about the actual level of the but when the Louisville dudes would come down there through Murray State or Austin P, you knew it was some ball up in Louisville. Like I said, like remember Willie Ivory came down our way. What's my man? Isaac Spencer. What's my man's name? I'm blanking on him right now. Went to Murray State. Good Oh yeah, of course, Ronnie. Yeah. Dirt Bowl in Hoptown. Yeah, like yeah, it was like we hung out the whole time. Yeah, but it was funny because you always had to be with somebody who was who would take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't go up to Hoptown just bright eyed and bushy tailed, you know, just up there like hanging out. So yeah. Whenever we went up there, we always had to roll with some people who we knew we were going to be safe with. Because the Dirt Bowl, it can get a little live up there. So yeah, that was funny. I can't think of his name right now. I can see his face. Golly, man, I can't think of his name. I think he went to PRP. It's gonna come to me as soon as we come off the thing. But yeah, anybody Louisville that went south or southwest, we pretty much knew about. Biggest rival, of course, Kentucky's biggest rival in college. Individual. God, I am so embarrassed to say this. They would always they would always put me up against Brian Wardle for some reason. And I hated it because he would always have good numbers at the end of the season. He's a really smart player. Marquette, you know the Marquette. They had the coach that the real irritating coach with the white hair. I can't think of his name right now. They hated losing him. I think, and then like Tom Crean replaced him at Marquette. Oh God, yeah. What was the white haired coach that flicked off the Freedom Hall crowd? What was his name? Used to have the dark glasses. Mm. Somebody please help me out. Dark glasses, white hair, coach for Marquette. Flicked off the Freedom Hall crowd. Got everybody all pissed off. Now it went Charlie Taylor's after him. My God. It's gonna come to me with Facebook friends. Not Isaac. What's his name? What's his name? You know how a name just keeps jumping right across your eyes. He ended up going to Murray. He ended up getting into a little bit of trouble in Murray. What's his name? Mike Dean. Mike Dean is the coach's name. Mike Dean is the coach's name. Do y'all know anybody from Louisville that went to Murray and got in trouble? Who on a team? Who on a team gave you the most fits in practice? That's a tough question. That's a tough question because when you're a freshman, when I was a freshman, Cam Murray gave me fits. I mean, he was so not slow, but he was just like real, like you know how like Carly is slow, kind of like slow moving, but he's smart, so he's just busting you. Yeah, like Cam was hard to guard in practice, man. He changed his speed really good. He was hard to guard in practice. One time, Coach Eves got mad at me because I wouldn't get up on camera because I kept getting beat. That's when he started calling me duck butter, and I was in there damn near crying. Cam had me frustrated a couple times. Nate's a problem. Nate was a big time problem. Quentin Bailey's a problem. Quentin, he did do the gold Charlotte for a little while. Quentin Bailey's a problem. Quentin Bailey, some days he could eat your lunch. Quentin Bailey could eat your lunch some days. Yeah, some days Nate will be a handful. Quentin Bailey be a handful. Caleb Caleb Gervin was nice. Caleb Gervin got in the doghouse, and Caleb Gervin had kind of like a high arcing set shot. So when he missed, it would miss bad. And Caleb Gervin, they used to pick at him a lot, kind of make fun of him, so he didn't, he wasn't really headstrong. Oh, Wagner. Cool guy got Wagner. When Dion Lee had that Legends League, that was fun. That was really fun in the summer. Man, when I played against Greg Minor and Bradford and them, they probably hurt my confidence more than anybody. Because they were just so Bradford and Greg Minor and Alvin Sims and Tick, they're 220 plus pounds. They were big and thick. Do y'all know how country big Alvin and Tick Rogers are? And Alex, golly, you can't get around Alvin. You want to call foul every time Alvin hand checks you because you're like, dude, Alvin's hands are so big and strong. He can hold your little skinny hip and he can just control you with his strength. So I wanted to call foul all the time on Alvin. Tick was always just playing like a veteran, so he's irritating. Everett Sullivan was just cold. These are real deal winners. DeJuan, he made me throw out my back. I think my back still hurt to this day because of DeJuan. Yeah, but physicals like Alvin, Tick. I know, William. I love I don't know. Alvin used to get the ball to go straight down to the ground, and it would bounce off the ground. Alvin's dunks would bounce off the ground so hard. I never knew how he did it. I used to try to do it, but it seemed like my ball would whip through the net, and it just wouldn't hit the ground like his did. Alvin Sims, like I said, look at how the basketball bounces off the ground on the Alvin Sims dunk. So I could never do it. DeJuan, you got, okay. DeJuan and playing, what do y'all call it? Knockout, King of the Hill, knockout. You play 2 or 3 dribble, knockout. DeJuan, we would make 3. Think about this. You playing one-on-one with 2 dribbles or 3 dribbles. DeJuan made a 2 dribble game of knockout. You just you got to guard him for 20. It felt like 20 steps, but it's just 2 dribbles. I remember one time he did a hesitation, and I was falling, and I just stuck my hand up and I poked him in the eye, and it was he was going back to the Lakers or something, or I forgot where he was at. But I poked him in the eye, and I felt so clumsy and goofy, and I was so sad because I was this dude had me off balance. I reached out, I done poked this dude in the eye. He gotta go away to training camp in the day. I was just hurt. I thought I was messing up his chance. Yeah, knockout. Best player. I mean, you still got to think all my AAU teams. I had Sean Marion and Trenton Hassel on my teams. But if you say college, I'll probably go Nate 1, Reese 2. Probably Nate 1, Reese 2. I know, Boombox. I know. All you can say is, hey, y'all, get your vitamin C. Drink your warm lime water in the morning. Drink your alkaline water. Stay away from Stay away from milk and red meat for a couple of days. Just go fruits and vegetables. Get healthy. Uh, ah, the UNC was awesome. UNC was awesome. And we were so mad because UNC had the best uniforms. UNC had the nicest. Yes, vitamin D. If you can get any kind of sun, any kind of vitamin D, yeah, get those kids some fruits and vegetables. Get some limes, get some lime water in them, and yeah, get them together. Yeah, like I assume they're gonna have to run outside if if any of the kids either have it or are quarantined. I assume you can still run out in the sun. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. What about the Nate Robinson fight? Listen, man, he looked off balance. Nate Robinson looked like he was on his toes, and I'm like, what are you doing? But I still didn't think he was gonna get caught with the what was your boy's name that had the overhand right and he caught James Grim the Roper? Irish Terry Conklin. That's his name. Irish Terry Conklin. Got him. They messed around and caught Nate Robinson on the top of the head. Yeah, that was funny. But I gotta say, I almost look when I saw those first couple of Tyson punches. That took me right back to watching Mike Tyson swing. Like, if you watch the full Mike Tyson fight back in the day, and especially if it went like 5 rounds, that means for 5 rounds you was holding your breath, knowing that one punch could end it. And especially when Mike Tyson was at his prime, you were waiting for that one punch. And then when you got it, it was so satisfactory because you were on the edge of your seat for about 2 or 3 rounds until he closed it out. Yeah, people need to appreciate what Iron Mike brought to the fight game. That was awesome. Yeah, Nate Robinson, you better get off your toes, man. You better get. You know what, Nate Robinson, you almost like with Nate Robinson, it's like watching running backs who don't run behind their pads. Y'all watch like when Hassan Hall runs, how he's always like falling forward. It's like, dude, get behind Hassan, get behind your legs, get behind your butt, get behind your pads. You know what I'm saying? Like run downhill with some legs, you know what I'm saying? But he's just like tripping, like he's just always trying to outrun everybody. That's what Nate Robinson looked like. Nate Robinson looked like Hassan Hall trying to run, to me. So it wasn't like when he got caught. See, William, I was thinking so too. Like, yeah, like I don't know how much training you did or didn't do, or how much sparring you did or didn't do. Yeah, Des. Man, I really, really, really feel bad that this season went the way it did for Des. I really feel bad that Des couldn't show what he can do. Like, just for some reason, Des and Malik just did not. They never got on the same page. And yeah, I wish I could see like 5 games with Dez with like a thrower, you know what I'm saying? Just to see how effective he really is. Because I was harsh on Dez too sometimes. But it's like in basketball, like you're supposed to be a shooter, but if you only get 3 3-pointers a game and your one job is to be a shooter, it's hard to be like a dead-eye shooter if you're not getting no shots up. And Dez just didn't get like good, clean opportunities a lot, this year. Timing was off. Yeah, I know the timing was off, but Malik should have put on. Listen, Malik should have put on some weight. His arms should have looked bigger. Javian was one of the only guys whose body transformed. Now, Dez, I could see Dez got stronger. I could see Javian with a huge improvement. But other than that, a lot of guys' bodies didn't change. And that was disappointing to me. And I think they let Malik get away with not building up his body. Like, if you're going to be a running quarterback, dude, you can't look like a wide receiver. You got to get. I mean, even like your boy from Kentucky. What's his name? Wide receiver last year, Kentucky. Went to the Raiders. What's his name? I'm forgetting everybody's name tonight. Ray Cunningham. Listen, look, William, you said Cunningham. Ray Cunningham was the dude from Louisville that ended up going down to Murray State. That was his name, Ray Cunningham. But still, I think they let Malik Cunningham not get away with not developing his arm strength. Like, dude, you can't just Lynn Bowden. Like, even when Lynn Bowden, like, when he had his shirt off against the Virginia Tech dudes, when he punched dude, like you saw how his body was cut up and strong. Like, if you're gonna be running, you gotta get bulk. So the one thing I say when we're talking about those turnovers and those fumbles, I think the strength and conditioning program leaves much to be desired. And I know because of COVID, y'all couldn't work out the same, but I still like y'all. Maybe you should have been tighter on them about their program, because you can't even tell me Malik Cunningham was doing push-ups in the offseason. I mean, that's how skinny you should still be cut. Like, dude, you're 6'2", you're that small. You looked that small last year. You weren't doing your push-ups. Your frame is still kind of small. Yeah, but that's before you get that's before you get scouted, though. That's before everybody got scouted, Don. The efficiency thing, like, I know what you're saying, but he was floating a lot of footballs out there that Tutu just ran under. And when you got to improve your game, that stuff's not that. You had to know that stuff wasn't going to be wide open the same way. I wonder if Bowden's going to change his position now. Yeah, I think Malik let his foot off the gas a little bit, for sure. I do think he let his foot off the gas. Too many weapons at wide receiver not to get them the ball. Held the ball way too long. Here's the problem. He bailed on the play too fast. The first 5 games of the season, he wouldn't step up in the pocket. The pocket was there. When those when all those stats were coming out about how the offensive line is doing their job, those Pro Football Focus or those Football Focus charts, there was a lot of times, man, he could have stepped up in the pocket and got that extra second he needed, but he was just aborting. He was just bailing on the plays way too fast. On rollouts, he was running too fast. He wasn't like controlling his speed, so he was running himself into trouble a lot. But that was, I could understand why he was doing that. He's used to using his speed, and he wasn't relaxed enough. I don't know. I thought they were decent at pass blocking too. Since I graduated, who is favorite U of L basketball player? I think there were some pockets there. Oh my God. Listen, Steve sometimes is the worst. Like, when Steve goes negative, he's the worst human being to be around. He's the worst football guy to be around. Once he turns into negative Steve, it's pathetic. My favorite player after me. My favorite player after me. I mean, that's a tough one because it's like some people got game. I really like Shane. Listen, I used to love Russ when Russ was just trying to get on the court. I used to love Russ when he was trying to make a name for himself. But then Russ got too good and everybody loved him and he couldn't be my favorite player. You know, I like the dudes that kind of under the radar. I really like Shane Bohannon. I really, 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 really like Shane Bohannon. Yeah, Russ was too easy. Oh my God, negative Steve on the Cowboys. Oh my God. I mean, he just talks with a sarcasm that, I mean, and sometimes you wonder, man, like Steve, like you really are crazy. You really are crazy with your Cowboy stuff. Mm. I think. Do I think the Wisconsin game is good? I think they'll push it back. I think they'll push it back a day or two if they can get away with it. Yeah, like resume, you can't argue with Russ's resume. But like I said, I love. Oh, DeWan will tear him up. DeWan will tear him up. Sorry, I love Russ. DeWan will tear him up. Mm. DeWan will tear him up. That's probably one of the only people I would even say that. I know. I mean, but again, man, Shane is another one. Shane is like the Jason Osborne situation. When you have that many people hanging on to you, and I don't mean hanging on like entourage. Like a lot of people think, guys just got, guys hanging on like just a bunch of goofy friends and homeboys. Shane had real family members. Like either you make it or we gonna die out here in the streets. Like either you make it for all of us or we gonna starve. So Shane had family being shady to him. It's easy to say, oh well, stop messing with your family. Like how can you say stop messing with your family? Stop messing with, when Shane is getting, when he sees crazy stuff at home and he got to go to somebody's house to stay the night, like, and then that dude's off the chain. Like Shane had to go to bad places to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because the place he's at home is worse than the bad place he's going to. So you got to be careful when you judge, how a guy's situation, comes out. Because like dysfunctional environment, like we all have environments that are hard to deal with, but Shane's environment, JO's environment, you know what I'm saying? Like these environments they're hard to deal with, man. Tell Steve there are a lot of U of L fans in Pittsburgh that are no, he knows that. Listen, Ronnie, Steve knows. He knows how big Steeler Nation is. And when I tell you he is so mad he doesn't care, he is that mad. He does not care. He really he will put it all on the line. he will listen, I mean, I know what you're saying. You kicked off, but like I said, it's like saying, okay, the team life is so much different from his real hardcore life that the team life is just it's small potatoes compared to how wild his real life has been growing up. Like we all see it as, oh man, you college and you get to chill and everything's cool. And it's like he got a lot of like family environment stuff going on in his head. It's just. I'm just saying it's not that easy. Like I said, and listen, I had him on the show. We did a full show together. He knows, like I said, he knows where he messed up at, but he also knows, he had to get through a lot of stuff to even get as far as he did. So in his mind, he made a big accomplishment just getting to where he got. So yeah, that's just kind of the Sean thing. We got to get Steve away from the balls. No, he's all in. He's all in. Like, you got to think, Steve is a big SEC guy. Like, he's a big SEC guy. He hates Kentucky. Louisville's never going to be in the SEC. He needs a team. He loves going down to Tennessee. He loves that orange. He loves all that Smoky Mountain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think Blackshear's lack of physicality. No, he never was very physical. Listen, if you go type in Shane Bohannon, go look at his high school Chicago stuff. He was bigger than everybody else. He was good, and he was bigger than everybody else. He didn't have to be physical. Shane wasn't naturally physical. He was just a good basketball player. But because he was in Chicago, it made him McDonald's. I mean, not that he ain't good. Like, he's a good player. But good player in Chicago gets recognized a lot different. I don't think Shane Bohannon in Hopkinsville is not a McDonald's All-American. No way. But you get that label on you, Chicago, McDonald's All-American, you know what I'm saying? And your expectations are so high. Like I said, there's no shade of Shane Bohannon, but there's a lot of country boys that are Shane's size, and they end up being 2 stars. It's kind of like DeAndre Davis. Like, as physical as he is, as smart as he is, as tough and rugged he is, DeAndre Davis was 109. If DeAndre Davis was from Chicago, DeAndre Davis would have been Bryce Hopkins. He would have had Bryce Hopkins level rankings. 100% certain of that. If DeAndre Davis played in Chicago, Illinois, he would have been a 5-star borderline McDonald's All-American. I mean, I won't guarantee he's McDonald's, but he's definitely top 45, top 40, top 45. He committed to Nebraska, then he flipped to us. So he committed to Nebraska too early. But again, Lawrence, you can get some respect, but it's not like being from Chicago. It's just not. No, I know what you're saying. Look, we all doing speak to text and quick. They never give our guys love. I know. Listen, again, I'll say it here. I'll say it everywhere. Everybody get tired of hearing me say it. You had Marcus Maben, Sean Marion, and Trenton Hassel in an 8-mile radius. And nobody in the nation knew about us. Not even our own state school knew about us until like our senior years. Like, the Matrix is literally in Clarksville, Tennessee, from 8th grade up. We dunking on each other all kind of ways. We all putting up 30s a game. We not even on the radar. The Matrix ended up going to Vincennes Junior College. Trenton Hassel went to Austin P. Right? Like I wouldn't even went to Tennessee, but we took a couple of trips to Knoxville because our coach just was about to retire and just said, let's go travel. Beef. That Allen over David Johnson. That Allen over David Johnson broke my heart. That broke my heart. Listen, that's the one where if I'm a parent, if I'm a relative of David Johnson's, like, how do you tell a kid that how do you explain that to a kid like that? You know what I'm saying? And it intimidates the next up and coming kid who wants to be Mr. Basketball, because that's a goal. And you see David Johnson, and you know he didn't get it because he didn't commit to Kentucky. And you scared, like, you literally, the next wave of basketball players is literally scared to go to Louisville because of your state props. I mean, it's easy for parents to say, don't worry about that stuff, but that was heartbreaking. It was, man. It was a robbery. Like I said, I saw David Johnson at down in Bardstown, man, and you could just tell he was the best player. He was the best. Like I said, everybody I've seen, he was the best player in the state without question. And he played the whole year and won the state tournament. Allen played 7 games, 10 games max. That's somebody should be in trouble for that. Somebody should get in trouble for that. They should have gotten in trouble for that. William, our McDonald's All-Americans perform. I mean, how far are we going back? Because Peyton Siva is a McDonald's. Shane Bohannon is a McDonald's, right? VJ is a McDonald's. Was Samardo at McDonald's? He was late to the game. Yeah, Samardo was a McDonald's. Wayne is a McDonald's, of course. Sam's a McDonald's. I honestly think one of their armors who committed to the UK. Yeah, of course. Of course he did. Which sucks. Which sucks. That's intimidation. You mean as far as the McDonald's guys? But man, but we got some coaches. We don't have like Rick and Mac. They don't play ball, man. They don't play ball. They don't let McDonald's kids do what they want. And that's very rare. Like most schools let McDonald's All-Americans do whatever they want just to get them there. Most McDonald's All-Americans they already got agents. They already got a bag man. They already got all that extra stuff. Like, you remember who's the guy that got hired? Like, most McDonald's All-Americans already have a team. And you always get, okay, out of 20 McDonald's All-Americans, let's say 12 of them usually got a full team. They already know who the agent's going to be. They're already talking to Christian Dawkins. They're already talking to agents. They're already in motion. And it's usually about 6 to 8 who are just good players with regular parents, and the parents are just proud of them, and they just good at basketball. But those parents don't know the game. And I think Louisville always ends up getting those couple of guys, not the guys that are like a hired assassins. So Louisville gets the back end McDonald's All-Americans that just come from a good home and just want, and I'm generalizing a little bit. They just want to play some good basketball. The dad says Rick's a good coach, Mac's a good coach. You can go there and go play some good basketball. Some of them other guys, man, most of those other McDonald's guys, they got bills to pay. And you know what I mean. They got bills to pay. They got bills to pay. Agent wise, they got bills to pay. Yeah, like Cole Anthony. Like, you got to think Cole Anthony was working out with LeBron before the Carolina season even started. They already in circles where, man, listen. When I was coming out of school, okay, you had the Portsmouth, Virginia camp, and about 20 people. Like, it was 1,000 people at Portsmouth, Virginia. 20 people make it to the Desert Classic, the Nike Desert Classic in Arizona. So the draft used to be Portsmouth, Desert Classic, then the draft, right? So when I was coming out my senior year, I got invited straight to the Desert Classic. Okay, couple of agents were saying, "Hey man, a lot of people don't know you. You need to go to Portsmouth, go ball, and then go to Nike." But some agents was like, "Nah, stay away from there. It's a rat race." That's what they tell me. It's a rat race. So, but here's the thing. I just went straight to the Nike Desert Classic, right? When I got out there to the Nike Desert Classic, you got to think Coach Crummett just got fired, so he's not around. Coach Pitino is taking over, so he's not really like giving me any advice, So I'm in Phoenix, not Phoenix. Where's Arizona State? Where's Arizona State? I forget where, whatever. So point being, we're in Arizona State. The hotel is about 2 miles away from the hotel's 2 miles away from the gym we play at, right? We're all coming out of college, right? I would leave the hotel. I would have my book bag with my shoes in it and sandals, walking to the gym. Players is already in Bentleys, driving up the street, agents, head coaches, everything. My roommate came from Syracuse. His name was Damone Brown. He had a care package from Syracuse. It was 2 big duffel bags. It was stuffed to the rim with all kinds of Syracuse, Nike, everything. Like every single day, he was just pulling out new socks, new shirts, new biker shorts, new everything. I'm just like, look, yeah, maybe Tempe. But what I'm saying is, like, the Nike had everything so rigged and you could just see it, you know what I'm saying? So it might be me and 3 other guys just walking the 2 miles up the road, and you watching dudes that are in Ferraris still in college on their way to the gym. You know what I'm saying? To go work out. And you're like, who's paying for it? What are y'all doing? Like, but it was just so you just like learn, like, some people was playing a different sport, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to answer this if you want to ask. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, William, for sure. Yeah. Real uncomfortable. But see, but that's why I know. That's why I say what I say about McDonald's kids. Like 12 of them, they want to hear all about the money. You know what I'm saying? They want to know who offering what, how do we get this money done? But you always, like I said, you get a lot of kids who just hear, okay, you cannot break the rules. I don't want to jeopardize my NCAA eligibility. I don't want to jeopardize anything. So like a guy like Sam, like I'll use him for an example. Listen, Sam's well, let's say Sam's middle class. Sam is middle class. Sam is not going to talk to Christian Dawkins about anything. Sam is not even like, Sam is just not going to like, yeah, my mom and dad take care of this stuff. I'm not, some guy says, hey man, I want to buy you lunch. I want to, after the Nike tournament, hey, let's go for lunch. Sam's like, I can pay for my food, cool. Yeah, I'll talk to you. And the agent sees that, and Sam's just like, no, like, I'm not getting dirty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the dirty thing. So there's always, like I said, out of 20 McDonald's All-Americans, there's probably 6 or 8 who just, dude, I ain't getting involved. So when I was coming up, you could feel it. You could tell when, you could tell which schools they were offering, and it was kind of like they would throw it out there like, okay, like a school might say, what do we need to do to get you here? You know what I'm saying? And they'll say, is there something we're not, they'll say something like this. Is there something we can offer you to get you to sign? Like, that's how they ask you what you want. You know what I'm saying? They say, is there somebody we need to talk to about getting you to sign here? I'm trying to think of all the phrases they would use. Schools would use something like they would use something like hey, you know, your situation at home can be helped, you know, if that's what it takes to get you here. You know what I'm saying? Like they're begging you to say, oh, hey, yeah, take care of this or take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, you know, if your situation was better, you know, like this, would you be willing to sign? Look, and when you hear that, you're like, whoa. Then you're like, like what do I need to ask for? Without giving names, oh yeah, like I said, the offers, the offers are there. Yeah, the offers are there. Hey, of course, I would never say a school or anything, but yeah, like and it's crazy because they're so comfortable doing it. They don't give you an amount. They want you to make the amount. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, a lot of kids just need $20,000 to get their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Some kids just need $5,000 because they think that's all the money in the world. So schools always get you to they'll get you to say it unless you got an agent already. Like when you have but that's when you have Christian Dawkins. Like Christian Dawkins will go to a school, and I'm just using his name for example. Christian Dawkins will go to a school and say, hey, this is what it's going to take to get my man. So that way he doesn't know, or he knows you're representing him, but he doesn't know the number. So if I give Christian Dawkins the number and I say the number's 50, Christian Dawkins can go say, hey, Kansas, the number's 200, right? Christian Dawkins gets 200 and goes back and gives the kid 55 and says they threw in an extra 5 bonus. Christian Dawkins keeps the rest. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, those are big time recruits. Like they get work like that. No. William, I know. Listen, I know it's hard to believe. Rick doesn't do money. He does not do money. I will say, if I were going to say anything about Rick, if Rick knew a kid was talking to an agent or something, he would mind his business. I think out of anything negative I could say, I think if Rick knew, like let's say Christian Dawkins was talking to Shane Bohannon or something, right? Like Rick would say that's not my business. He wouldn't go to Shane and say, "Hey Shane, I don't want you talking to Christian Dawkins." Like he wouldn't do that. Like that's really not his business. Rick is like, I'm not paying you, and nobody from my staff is paying you. Now, if you and Christian Dawkins and somebody else got some stupid deal going on or something, that's y'all business. But his bubble of I don't pay and my coaches don't pay. And I don't know, like whatever you're doing with your AAU coaches and your agents and all that stuff, like that's not, I literally think Rick, from everything I've known over all the years, he insulates that part. It's like when Rick was on the phone saying, when he said he heard the DePaul guy got this much money. Rick is not calling the NCAA and saying, hey, I heard somebody from DePaul got $200,000 or something. He's just not doing that. That ain't his business. You know what I'm saying? But Rick wasn't that type. He just ain't that type, and he always said it. He said it. He was saying it in '88. He was like, "Nah, you don't pay no players. You don't give the players no money." You do not give players money. Yeah, no way. Yeah, I mean, he's a psycho, man. He's a psycho coach. Like, Rick is so psycho that he couldn't deal with somebody like a player having a secret like money, like you paid me or somebody paid me. So like Rick can't even coach you hard. If a player knows Rick Rick knows about a payment to him or something, like Rick can't like Rick dog cusses everybody. He cusses them about how they carry themselves and all that stuff. Nah, he's not getting under the kid's thumb. And you got to think, he won his champion. Like, even if you said Rick paid, you could point to his Kentucky days more than his Louisville days, because in Kentucky he's still on the come up. And once you get there, like you can't like shit. He already won a championship when he's at Louisville. He's already certified. So when you certified, like you think, and he lost way too many players to be the kind of guy that was paying people. If he was willing to pay, he would have got Anthony Davis. That money would have came up from anywhere. Yeah, he's too arrogant to pay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I think. Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? Yeah, you can't bark at kids like that and give them the upper hand like that. No way. No way. No way. No way. Yeah, the way he talked to players, them parents would be holding him all kind of hostage, man. Mm. Right. He wouldn't even let his players have Twitter. You think he had a player talking about what was your boy saying? What was he saying when he had the money phone in the car? He's not. Yeah, he's. Yeah, and it's like women. Like, no, He don't know about a 28-year-old woman in a dorm room with the wild ass Andre McGee. Like, are you crazy? You crazy? He would kill him. He would kill him. Rick would have really done something violent to Andre McGee if he found out about that. Like, hurt him. They would have physically gotten into a fight. Mm. Mm. So, problem is, my game just got canceled. It's horrible. My game just got canceled. Hope my guys are healthy. I hope they vitamin C up. You guys have been my therapy this evening. Please hit the like button. If you enjoyed it, if you want to help the channel, the Cash App is Maven939. $1 helps. $10 helps. Anything helps. The super chat always helps. Anything before I get out of here? Hearing stuff like I know. Yeah, we're gonna be able to go through it all. We're gonna be able to go through it all. And listen, my email is made for the Ville at Gmail. So anything y'all want to set up, any advertisement, if you got small businesses, large businesses, feel free to email anytime. Anything else before I get out of here? That'll be about it. I'll work on my videos. William, answer that. Beef, answer that question for William before we get out of here. The room will still be open to chat after I am long gone.